we need to be passionate in all this process to learn and to see and to enjoy. Because the work have to be, it's necessary that you enjoy your life, enjoy your career, enjoy all the things that you have been learning during a long time, because that's when you work in something that you like, that you enjoy, it's going to make it easier and happier your life. Okay, so it's just the first step that you're giving right now in this moment when you finish your career and you begin this process that is going to define your life, the rest of your life. So first of all, believe in your passions, believe in your dreams, and try to keep in mind the things that you enjoy. When I was a little kid, I remember to play with all the money. When my parents went to the banks to make their diligences, I used to play, to ask to them to give out all these documents to my home and to play with that. And as I grow up like that, thinking of that, I knew that in my work life, it was going to be something it was going to be a very big relationship between the banks and me and my future life. That's why I just conserved thinking in those moments in which I was playing with the money, with my brother, with my sister, and I just continue believing that it was something that I was enjoying. Right now, I'm working for the first digital bank in Colombia. The name of that bank is Mobi. I'm the commercial manager of that company. That company arrived to Colombia 5 years ago, and when they arrived to Colombia and say we are going to be the first digital bank in the country, you cannot imagine how happy was I, thinking that I was going to create, that I was going to participate in something that it was just my dream when I was a little kid. And after that, I was studying day and night just to make it real, to make it happen in one moment in my life. So that's why I need to say to you, just believe in your passions, believe in your dreams, because if you made it, you for sure this process is going to be easier, and one day you are going to see the results of all that passion. Okay. Second one, try and try. Your first job is not going to happen immediately. The job that you used to search, to want, it's not going to arrive in the first search, in the second, in the first year, maybe not in the second or in the third year. But if you try and keep in mind that the work that you are looking for, the things that you are looking for in your job, that's going to happen in any moment. That's something that maybe we don't understand when we are young people, but when you listen to the people who have maybe a little bit more experience than you, it makes it happen in any moment. I didn't tell you at the beginning, when I obtained my degree in Colombia, we studied very, very young. And we finished the school when we are very young. We were very young. I finished my school at my 15 years old. I began to study. So I got my degree, my engineering degree, when I was 21. Yeah. So when I begin to search my first job, I was a little bit desperate, just thinking why that's not happening. I was studying during 5 years, during 6 years, during 7 years. I am a bad student, I a bad professional, but it was not like that. And maybe my father told to me, just try, have patience. but we don't listen to our parents most of the time, but sometimes we listen a little bit more to professionals, to young people who are maybe closest to us. So it takes to me a long time to understand it. Try and try that in one moment you're going to obtain, to find what are you looking for. Okay, so that's the second point. Third point is that the gift of the failure is experience. Each time that we made a mistake in the interviews, in the process of looking for our dream job, that's going have to convert into experience for the next opportunity, for the next option to find your job. So just keep in mind that things always happen for one reason, and when there is one failure in our life, it's just it's just going to bring to you experience for the next opportunity. Okay, and the fourth thing that I want to share with you is something that I realized after too much time working and studying, and it's something funny for me, but it's a comparison maybe between the perfect job and the perfect couple. Okay, so the perfect couple, we used to listen that it doesn't exist, and it's real. You used to meet one person when you're in the school, you think that's going to be the person of your life, that you get in love. After you break with that person, you get in love again, maybe in the university, maybe in Erasmus for sure. And you used to begin to think, the perfect couple, I'm not going to find the perfect couple. That person doesn't exist in the real life. That person just exists in videos, on films, and it's exactly the same history with the perfect job. It doesn't exist. You're never going to find the perfect job in the first try. Okay, it's something that you need to work on it, that you need to construct. You need to construct just in team. You need to talk with the company for which you are working for. You need to listen what needs the company which you're working with, and to create and to construct between the company and you. What's your expectation? What do you need? What's better for you? What's better for the company? So there's nothing perfect. Every company, every job is going to bring to you good things and also bad things. It's your work to understand and to balance what are you looking for your life, what are you enjoying, what it's good for you. Not for everybody, and not everybody of us are looking for the same things. So maybe one company could be a very good company for my partner of the university, for my best friend of the university who studied with me the same career, who grew up with me in the same place, but it doesn't have to be the same history for me. It doesn't have to be the same history for you. So that's a big work to do with the companies, to understand, to talk, to be clear, to be honest, and to decide in one point you are going to continue trying, and in what point you understand that's not going to be a good option for you. Okay, so that's just some comments that I want to share with you, because that's something that it always happen with all the people, all the careers or all universities. in all the countries. As I told you, I studied in Colombia. I was in my actual job, I was working for all the continents. I was working with USA, I was working with Canada, I was working with London, with people from Asia. And it's this four things that I just talked with you, it happens everywhere and to all the people. So I want you to conserve that in your mind. Okay, so how to begin? How to begin in this part of your life? First one is attitude and aptitude. Okay, so nowadays it's as same as important your attitude as your aptitude. You have been studying during a long time. Okay, so that gives to you a lot of knowledge, I know of tools to your mind, to your life that you are going to use for sure in your job. But the attitude, your attitude, it's too much important for the companies, because you can give, you can obtain, sorry, you can obtain an aptitude more easy than to get a new attitude in your life. Okay, so when you show to the companies that you're a energy person and a person with a good attitude, who is happy with the process, who is enjoying that process in your life, the companies you're just believe in you. And it's a nice thing to begin to work with you in this process. So keep that in mind. It's the same as important, the aptitude that you got in all the knowledge that you're getting in the universities, as the attitude with which you arrive to this process in the companies. Okay, continuous training. It's not fair to say, okay, I just finished my career of engineering, in medicine, or in sports, or in technology, and I just made that course during 5 years. It's done for me. The world, sorry, and the companies and the evolution of everything, it doesn't work like that. There is not one big company who say in one moment of their life, it's okay, it's enough for us we just create that product and that's all. No, it doesn't happen like that in the real life. So it's very important, the continuous training, to upload new courses on internet, to search maybe for some free education, but you need to be always continuous in continuous training. Your networking. When I said at the beginning that I didn't have the great opportunity to know about garagErasmus since the beginning of my career, my work, is because the networking that you create when with that kind of organization, it's maybe one of the most important things that you are going to conserve in your life. Okay, it's very easy that when you are talking with a new person, that with a friend, it could be in a bar, it could be in a congress, it could be everywhere, that person just talk to you about new things that are happening in the world, that new things that happening in the companies in which you are interested. So to conserve a good job networking, it's very important. It's the same as important that have a good group of friends with which to the people that you call to at the end of in the weekend, and you say, okay, let's do something, let's go to drink, to dance, everywhere. It's as important to have that kind of people for work, for jobs. Okay, So just try to conserve the people close to you, to talk with those people. In which moment of your career are you? Maybe there are some moments in which we are just studying, we are not interested in work because we need to be concentrate reading or writing, but there are other moments of our life in which we try to balance the work with the study. And if your friends, if your networking know about that, for sure they are going to tell you about a good opportunity, about a company that arrived to your country, about technologies that are arriving to your sector. So to conserve a good networking and to talk with them about your dreams, what are you looking for, it's very important. The momentum of the digital age. This conversation, it's going to turn in a digital in a digital process in maybe 2 slides, because with the pandemic situation, all the world have changed. Okay, so maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago, we got a different process. In this picture, I just try to give it this picture here, because I remember when I was trying to find my first job, to print a lot of curriculum vitae, a lot of CVs, and just to print it and take a bus, take a train to search different opportunities. Nowadays, things have changed a lot. The pandemic maybe create a lot of issues, a lot of problems in different sectors, but for the work life and for the first steps in the work life, it have been creating most opportunities that the people have not in the past. Today, you have opportunities to find jobs in different countries, different continents, just thanks to the digital age. So just take advantage of this, and I'm going to show to you how we can take advantage of all the tools that are available for you. Okay, create a successful resume. I'm going also to give to you some tips. I know that you receive maybe tips in another conference, so we are not going to focus on this point, but a successful resume, it's necessary. Okay, it's not the same to create a resume for a person who is working in marketing that that a person that is working in technology, and or a person that's working as an actress. So we need to understand, to find that successful resume that's going to make the companies to record us, to record with something special, with something great, with a great core, with a great idea, using suitable tools that it's going to make the companies to remember you. So a successful resume, it's just mandatory. Okay. So as I say, thanks to the pandemic, it have been growing up a lot of companies who helped you in all this process. I just try to give some examples to you here. If you want to take a print screen of this, I can say to you that those are the web page who have the best opportunities around the world for you. You can search on those web page. You can put where you're looking by career, by country, by type of work, because nowadays you can find a presential work. You can also find a remote job, and hybrid work. So that's for me, it's really nice. I'm just enjoying after 15 years working and learning about all these things. I'm just enjoying how the world and the technology makes your life easier. Okay, so just try to get into this webpage, Eurojob, Agora, Eurograduate, Europa, Indeed, and for sure LinkedIn. That's the main web page right now. So why is the most important web page right now? That because in LinkedIn you can find nowadays 756 millions of people around the world connected to the same web page, giving to you, showing to you the companies that are looking for people like you, professionals like you around the world. Okay. And USA, there are the most quantity of people. There are 178 million of people connected from USA, 76 millions of people connected in India, 53 millions of people connected in China, 49 millions of people connected in Brazil, 30 millions of people connected in United Kingdom, 22 millions connected in France. So it was launched in 2003. That's a web page in which you can make, you can go inside, and it's the web page who is connecting day per day the most quantity of employers with the companies around the world. So for sure you need to go there. Okay, so on LinkedIn there are a lot of things that a lot of tools that you can search and to use to find your first job. And the best thing of this is that it can be online. You don't need to print your CVs. You don't need to spend your money just taking a flight to assist to an interview. So just go into LinkedIn and see how it can help to you. The first thing about LinkedIn is that you can find different kind of experiences there. The first one, it's a career. The second one is the business. The third one, it's for sales. And the last option is for recruiter. So the account type that you're going to use in this part of your career is the first, is the plan career. You need to create your account. It's very easy. Maybe some of you already have your account. If not, it's very, very easy. You just need an email. You just need to put your password, accept, and join. Okay. When you create your profile in LinkedIn, one of the most important things that you need to have to keep in mind for your profile is the picture. Okay, so all this process help a lot to us because bring to you opportunities that we didn't have maybe 10 years ago, but it also create to you it's like a game. It's like something that you need to understand and to learn how to use for get a benefit and not to lost maybe a big opportunity. Okay, so the first thing is in your picture is that you need to have a simple background. Okay, just one color. It's my recommendation was color, one simple background. Your smile. As I say maybe 2 slides before, the companies wants to work with people with a good attitude, okay, with a nice smile, with a person who is going to bring happiness to the company, to the team that is working with you. Okay, so when I say that those tools, it's like a game, is because I understand and I know that we, maybe a lot of us, we don't like to take a picture for a carnet, for a document, but it's necessary in this process with LinkedIn. So just have fun, give the recommendation to one of your friends, and practice your smiling in front of a mirror and get a good picture with a nice smile in your CV and LinkedIn. Okay, medium body, it's the recommendable size and type of your picture. You need, depending of your career, you need to see what kind of dress are you going to use for that picture. What can I say with that? What I say with that? Depending of your career, if you're a person that it's working maybe in marketing, publicity, maybe some careers that are a little, in which you can be a little bit more flexible with your dress, it's not going to be a good sign to see a person who is a creative person with a dress, with a very formal dress, because it's not going to show your sense that you are connected with your career and with the company that you're trying to work with. But if you have a career and the work that you're looking for, it's very formal, you also need to dress for the occasion. Okay, use neutral colors, sharp without clipping, and it needs to be just without selfies. We have nowadays we have different tools who have the option to take very nice selfies, filters, but in LinkedIn it's not appropriate. Okay, so just let the selfies for Facebook or another platforms like that, but not for LinkedIn. That's it's not appropriate. Okay, continuing with that, with a profile, you need to create, it's necessary to create a profile who shows an impact. Okay, so you need to show with the first view of your profile as something that identify it with you, that connect it with you, because the people who look for the people who works in resource humans that look for to contract people in LinkedIn, just give to you 10 seconds. They just open your profile and in 10 seconds, they or remember you or just delete it. So you need to create impact with the first page of your profile. When we see a profile without a picture, without a nice title, we just lost the interest to maybe to write a message, to write an email to that person and to see what's going to happen in the next step. Okay, so it just in 10 seconds we see the title of your profile, your contact information, and in the section in this part, then in this part that I'm showing to you, you can see, you can tell to the companies in which you are interested in. If you are looking for a job, if you are if you just have to profile there, but you are not looking, and what are you looking for. So those three parts of your profile is the most important, okay? Title, picture, contact information, and what are you looking for. Also, in this part, you are going to show your studies, okay? So aptitude and actitude, a good, nice smile, but also which are your studies. And if you are working already in another company, it's very important to show it in your profile. So you can see I studied, it was the military university, I'm looking nowadays in Mobi, okay? About the language, that part, it's really, really, really important, and it's really helpful for you. You can be studying in Europe, you can be studying in Italy, so it's normal that you speak in Italian, for example. But it doesn't mean that you are looking for your first job in the same country in which you are studying, neither in the same country in which you was born. So you need to create your profile in the languages in which there are the companies or the job that you are looking for. Okay, and it depends also of your career. The exercise that we used to make in the group of students who are looking for their first job, it's okay, what's the type of company of your dreams? I don't know, you are going to say, I want to work with Microsoft. But if you have been studying, if you was born in Latin America, for sure, your profile, it's not going to work in Spanish. You need to create it in English for sure. If you want to work creating nice dresses, it have to be in Italian for sure, because we know that the best companies of this are in Italian, are not in London, for example. So just make the internal exercise to understand where are you looking for, what I'm looking for, and create your profile in the language in which you are looking the opportunity. In Google, nowadays we find the tool to translate, yes? Because maybe we are in the process also learning about the new language. So it doesn't have to be a stopper to you in which to say, no, I don't know, for example, I'm studying Italian, but I'm not ready to create my profile in Italian. No, it doesn't have to be like that. And neither it's necessary to pay to expert person to create your profile. Just begin with something. We begin with something easy. Just go to Google Translate and translate your initial profile in the language that you are interested, and that's going to be very, very, very helpful. And during my 15 years working with technology, with banks, every day, or not every day, every week, I receive new opportunities, new invitations, because the companies that work in this sector, in my sector, just search for people who speak in English. So in the moment in which I create my profile in English, it begin to increase, to receive more invitations to participate without made nothing else. Just having a nice picture, as you see there, having a just background picture. I work in technology, I work in banks. So that's why I try to show to the world that I can connect all the countries to work together with that things of banks, of money, and my university, my experience, and that I speak already in English and nowadays also in Italian. So with that three just simple things, it begin to make a different different process, different experience in LinkedIn, for me at least. Okay, so the next thing, it's the things that you have to say about you in your profile. It's necessary that it have to be something very short. It's like the elevator pitch that you have. I don't know if someone of you have listened about that. That is the history of a person who get into an elevator and have just 10 seconds to tell to the owner of the company and to tell about you, to tell about something that make you be recognized as you. So it's the same thing in LinkedIn. So the difference is that you have to write it. Okay, so it's easier because you have the opportunity to write it, to review it one time, another time, until the moment in which you feel that it really makes you be recognized in front of the company, in front of the owner, of the manager, I don't know. Okay, so just have those tips in mind. It have to be maximum 30 seconds or 2 minutes when you are reading. You need to talk in that part about your training, about your vocation, about your patience, about your experience. What do you expect from a company? If you expect to gain experience, if you expect to gain money, if you expect to translate to another country, if you are going to need from them to help you to obtain a visa, it's better to be clear since the beginning, and those points are very important. We used to say, I don't like that to waste my time with, I don't know, with people or with companies which are not interested in the same things than me. Okay, so it's the same for the companies. They doesn't want to that you make to them waste their time in maybe something that it's not going to work for you or for them. So be clear. You need to tell to them what you expect from a company, to show your professional skills and strengths, your personality traits. Maybe you can use some of humor or emotional phrases. It's going to make you be in the mind of the people who it's going to work with you. And at the end, and the very important, call to action. Okay, what's the call to action? It's bring to them at the end of that, obtain the information of the company or of the person with who you can continue the process. Okay, so that's the tips that you have to keep in mind. Next thing of LinkedIn, it's your experience. To have a complete profile, it's always going to be more interesting for the companies. Okay, so maybe if you put the logo of the company which you are looking for, or the last company, it makes easier to the company to understand and to see with the colors, with the logo. It's going to show more about you in an easier way. Okay. Upload multimedia content, documents, letter of recommendation. It's going to help, but it's not mandatory, because I understand that you are in the first part of your process. So maybe some of you are not going to have that letter of recommendation of a past job. So if you have it, it's nice. If not, it's not going to be a problem. Remember that I'm just showing to you tips that are helpful. But if some of you doesn't compile or complete all the tips, please don't feel that you are not ready to begin. Okay, so if I'm giving to you 10 tips and you have one, with that one, you can begin, because the important thing is to begin to walk. After the first step, it's going to arrive the second, the third, and in some part of your life, you are going to obtain the results that you are looking for. Okay. Also, the same thing that with the companies, it also works with the university or your training. Put the logos of your university or the institutions in which you got your studies. Upload formal and also informal studies. It works. Sorry. And also your diplomas, your letter of recommendation of your university. It's the same thing of the work. Okay. And at the end, try to put the keywords in skills that define the profile. Maximum 20. LinkedIn brings to you the opportunity to put a lot of keywords in your profile, but it's not nice to open a profile and to need to read maybe 100 of keywords. It convert the keywords in something that you're not going to read. So keywords have to be maximum 20 at your professional skills, and also use your technical words depending of your career. It's not the same, as I said at the beginning, it's not the same to work in marketing that to work as a doctor, that to work as a singer. Okay, so just identify technical words and professional skills in your career. If you have the opportunity to validate the aptitudes with your friends of your university, of your school, also with the people who have been working with you, maybe some process, ask to them to validate your aptitudes. It makes to bring to you more confidence. Okay, so those are the tips that I want to share with you. And also I want you to know that in LinkedIn brings to you the opportunity to show how are you connect with all the people around the world, of course, with the people who have created their account in LinkedIn. So when you have a new person in your network, you are going to see some connections, and LinkedIn is going to show to you if that person is connected to you directly, or maybe is connected to you through a friend or through 2 or 3 friends. Okay, there is one theory in which it's called the theory of 6 degrees of separation. And what that means, that what it say, that theory, is that all of us are connected with everyone with maximum 6 degrees of separation. That's called the idea that tries to prove that any person can be connected to any person on the planet through a chain of acquaintances that doesn't move more than 5 intermediaries. What does it mean? That theory say that I can be connected with Barack Obama with 6 friends of like intermediaries. Okay, and how it works for us, that it works in the work world in a very nice way that help to you, because when you want to connect maybe to with a president of a big company, of a multinational company, you can arrive to that person thanks to tools like LinkedIn. How? Through your network, because that president could be the friend of another friend of another friend, and the fifth friend is going to be your friend, or that not call about friends, call about that person is going to be in your network. So if you use that network in a smart way, you can arrive to the president of that big multinational. So LinkedIn shows to you how are you connected with the people that you are looking for in the work world. Okay, if we are looking for people, if I like one guy, if I like one girl, and I want to have a day with that person, I'm not going to search that person on LinkedIn. I just use it to create and to grow up my network that's going to help to you to obtain what I'm looking for, the job of my dreams. Okay, you can also find on LinkedIn some groups. So in that groups, you don't need to apply directly to a work, to a job, to a company. No, you just listen about the new, what's happening in the group of influence that you are interested. And when you are into these groups, it works similar to Facebook, but in the world of jobs and works. And you get into these works, into this group, sorry, and you are going to be always with fresh information about employments, about your country, about technology, what's happening with the problems in the world, how it's changing your sector with the pandemic situation, how it's changing your sector with the war in Europe, with the elections in Latin America. So just search by keywords, for example, employment, job, province, or your country, and you are going to find these groups that, which are very interesting. But if you are looking directly to apply to a career, to apply for, to a job, just go into this part. Into this part of careers, you can use those filters, searching by company, searching by country, and you are going to find the options in which you can apply. Okay. And the end, but not less important, I want to share this with you. Maybe some years ago, we or people teach us that the success it's balanced by salary and work position. Yeah, when I was growing up, when I was, I don't know, maybe 15 years old, I used to listen in my first job, no, you need to find a good salary, you need to find a work position. And it was just the only things that it was in my mind, salary, work position. But the real life is not like that. Okay, so the real thing, or the real way in which we can measure and the success, it's having in mind your physical health, your mental health, your to love what you do, to have free time for you, and of course, salary and your work position. But it doesn't have to be the most important. If you are happy doing what are you doing, if you enjoy to wake up, to turn on your computer, but if when you turn on your computer, you begin to see things that make you happy, in which you are interested, that's going to bring for sure success in your life. Sometimes we can have, maybe we can find a job who offer to us a very good salary, but with the pass of the years, with the pass of the days, a good salary with no mental health, it's going to make you sick. And there are a lot of people who suffer diseases just because of the job. And there are things too much important, as the family, as your friends, as your health. So try to balance it and be patient. And I just want to give good luck to you in in this way, in this process. And I hope that someday you could say the same thing that I can say today, that I have the perfect job, the job of my dream, that I enjoy it. I don't earn too much salary, but I'm seriously very happy with all the things that are happening in my career. So I have the same thing for you.
Perfect, Andrea. Thank you for the presentation. If there is any question from our participants, we have still some few minutes. If there is any issue or any aspect that has interest you or which you have doubts on, please you can turn on your camera or your microphone, or you can directly address Andrea in the chat. Okay, so since you are a bit quiet today and I don't see any question coming up, we can close today's session. Please remember to come tomorrow as well. Okay, will the recordings be uploaded somewhere? We have to check, but Stefano, I unfortunately don't think so, because this is project which is meant to be on spot. So I mean, on spot, it's online, but we require our participant to be present live. But maybe send us an email after the end of tomorrow's session, and we see what we can do. And tomorrow we'll have our last session at the same time with Veronica Crisafulli, who will explain us the how to build a company. Sorry, guys. And yeah, let us know if you will be coming, and we will also ask you to fill a short evaluation form to give us some feedbacks, and yeah, to see what did you like and what you didn't like. Yeah, Viviana is thanking you, Andrea, for all your tips, and also Angela. So thank you again, and see you tomorrow. Ciao, Andrea.
Thanks to you. It was a pleasure. Have a good day. Bye.